Okay, this is off a turnover right here. Stop. Okay, so this Pacers player's got to sprint and go towards the ball because this player can't backpedal right here. You got to stay with Jalen Brunson. This player's got to go to the ball. I mean, this player backpedaling and guarding the ball. I mean, okay, I mean, is this Pacers player communicating there's a flare screen? Because this is a flare screen. So this player needs to know, okay, well, I need to get over this flare screen. Like, well, I don't understand, like, what is happening here? So now you switch it way too late. Okay, I mean, if you're Aaron Nesmith right here, stop. So even when you get over the top of the screen with Julius Randle's dribble still being alive, you're not going to be able to guard him one-on-one. So you're going to have to play on his side and front. You have this player right here that helping you. Okay, so you got to force him into this help, and then this player can rotate, and you just got to hope he can rotate here. I mean, but like this dribble's still alive, and you're obviously out of position because you were fighting over the top of a screen. Okay, I mean, if Aaron Nesmith is going to come down and double, and I don't really know why that's necessary because Jalen Brunson's dribble's picked up, so this player should be fine guarding. But if you're going to double, again, you got to rotate. So Andrew Nembhard has to rotate here, and then this player has to come to the corner. Like that, you can't just double and not rotate and expect to not give up open threes. Okay, I mean, this is off of a made basket, all right? So Buddy Hield needs to sprint back. Isaiah Jackson's not sprinting back. See, that's the issue right here. So Isaiah Jackson isn't sprinting back, so he's not going to be able to guard the ball because he's going to be off balance. And Buddy Hield didn't sprint back, so he's not going to be able to help Isaiah Jackson. So that's how off of a made basket it's this easy. Okay, so this is in transition. So Isaiah Jackson comes over to help on the ball with Chris Duarte. Okay, so when he recovers, though, he's got to let this Pacers player know so that he can recover immediately to his man. See, look at Isaiah Jackson's recovering. So right now, you got to be communicating. All right, I'm back. So this player knows to go now. Like, this is just taking too long. I mean, what is Isaiah Jackson doing here? Stay with your man, Isaiah Hartenstein. Why is he stopping here? Like, what? Isaiah Hartenstein's going to set a screen. You're supposed to, I guess, be in drop coverage, but you're obviously not. Okay, if you're Isaiah Jackson, like, you can't guard like this. You've got to keep your man in front of you. Like, what is Isaiah Jackson doing here? Like, I mean, what did you think was going to happen? You got to guard straight up here. You can't be anticipating the screen. Look at this Pacers player. So he is setting up now. He's anticipating the screen. The problem with that is now Jericho Sims doesn't even have to screen you. You're already beat. You've already made yourself be beat. Like, look, Jericho Sims doesn't even have to set the screen. So that means his roll gets started earlier, and this player can't drop towards the ball. He's got to stay with Sims, and now R.J. Barrett is just too deep in the lane. Okay, if you're Isaiah Jackson, you got to get your feet set. Look at this. Like, you have nothing but time to get your feet set in a defensive stance. Yet what? You want to play off your back foot. Like, you have no chance. Okay, so this is a 5-on-4 situation right here. T.J. McConnell is late getting back. Okay, so this shot is going up. Chris Duarte, first of all, is seeing that Mitchell Robinson has no one guarding him. Also, Benedict Mathurin. Like, one of these two Pacers players has got to attempt to try and get inside position on Mitchell Robinson. I mean, you can't just stare and watch Mitchell Robinson stand in the charge circle. I mean, if you're Buddy Hield, you got to have way more intensity getting under this handoff here, if that's what you're doing. Like, I mean, you got to sprint underneath to get here at the same time as R.J. Barrett. Look at Buddy Hield. Like, you just jogged there. So now R.J. Barrett has the angle on you. Okay, I mean, again, you got to get your feet set. Like, you can't play off your back foot against anyone in transition, especially when it's a freight train as Julius Randle. I mean, this is a bad switch. If Tyrese Halliburton wants to switch this handoff, or Buddy Hield wants him to, he needs to be connected to Quentin Grimes right now. Look at this. Stop. Like, you should be... Oh, if this is going to be a good switch, and it's not, he should be right here, ready to guard, as opposed to here and not ready to guard. So, yeah. Okay, I mean, this Pacers player needs to be sprinting over here to Quentin Grimes so that this Pacers player can get up and guard Jalen Brunson. Like, I don't, like, this is not okay. Like, look at George. I mean, you have no chance of guarding Jalen Brunson. Your feet aren't set. You're not in a defensive stance. Jalen Brunson's hard enough to guard when you are. Okay, if you're Buddy Hield here, you're guarding R.J. Barrett in the post, okay? But look, again, he is going to turn, like he's turning now. So now you need to get in a defense. You're not guarding him in the post anymore, so don't crowd him. Get in a defensive stance with your feet set. Look at this is not a defensive. You're still crowding him and your feet aren't set. You're backpedaling. So now R.J. Barrett has the angle and it's turn out the lights. Okay, look at this Pacers player. He is not in a defensive stance with his feet set. So what does that mean? Look at your feet. You're not in a defensive stance and your feet aren't set. So R.J. Barrett can fly off of this ball screen and Mitchell Robinson basically doesn't even have to screen you. Look at this. He didn't even have to screen you. So now this player can't even come towards the ball because Mitchell Robinson's already started his roll. And how easy is this for R.J. Barrett? Okay, if the Pacers are trapping here, stop. This player here needs to move. You had that Isaiah Hartenstein. You can't let the past Isaiah Hartenstein get made. If it's a good trap, then this pass you're not worried about because it's 2 passes away. But there's no backside help here. So now Isaiah Hartenstein gets this pass, and that player's 1 pass away now. Okay, again, Isaiah Jackson is not ready to guard the ball. Like, why? Get into defense. This is not a defensive stance. Your feet are not set. You were just climbing uphill as R.J. Barrett is going downhill. You are off balance, and this possession is in favor of the Knicks. Again, the Pacers are trapping. So again, this player has to move. You can't let this pass to the roll get made. We're not worried here. This player's 2 passes away, but oh my God, this pass just got made, and now these players are 1 pass away again. This is on Jalen Smith. If you're going to be in drop coverage, you got to be up here. You got to be able to guard the ball, but you got to have your feet set. You got to be able to rotate to Julius Randle too. As you're going to see here, Jalen Smith is doing neither of those. Okay, so this player's backpedaling, his feet are shuffling. You're not going to be able to guard Jalen Brunson. Well, good news. This player's here to help. So play on his side and force him into this help. If this player's feet are set, unlike yours, he'll be able to help. He can stunt and recover, and there'll be no threes given up. The problem when you let Jalen Brunson come to the rim is look what happens now. Now this player has to step up. He's obviously not going to be able to get back to Mitchell Robinson at the rim. Hey, if you're Tyrese Halliburton, you need to have your feet set. You need to be seeing the ball and your man. Tyrese Halliburton is doing not even close to either. If you are hedging a ball screen like Aaron Nesmith is doing here, Andrew Nembhard's got to play over the top. You have backside help right here for Julius Randle's role. But if Andrew Nembhard is going underneath the screen, well, this player's going to hedge, and where are you now to defend?